Voice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all ready? I can see my voice now, and I'm sure y'all can hear me. Let that kind of burn out the music a little bit, just so we can make sure that we don't miss out on the first part when we post the stream. Give it about 10 more seconds. I'm going to set up the call with Karmea, and we will get this show on the road. Y'all excited? Hope so, because I am. So let's get the show ready. All right, 15 seconds started in 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, good, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Clutch Academy. We're here today with the wonderful Karmea, as you can tell. I hope y'all liked the new production that we're doing here. Obviously, the best production would be back here, getting that a little bit better, but hope y'all enjoy that kind of setup there. We're going to have Karmea here. He is in the chat as well, as y'all know. Obviously, he's going to be on the call here, but if y'all have any questions beforehand, feel free to put anything you like in there. No weird questions. Well, actually, Karmea is kind of a cool guy, so he won't actually care about weird questions. But let's go ahead and get him on the call now, because today we're going to go over a game he played against, or with, to be clear, I can't remember exactly, Shopify Rebellion. Here we go, starting the video call now. If I could hear anything right now. Here we go. All right, let's get him on the call on my screen here for y'all. Give me a second. Very nice. All right, let's come over here. Boom, boom, boom. Intermission. Let's do this. Let's go. Hey, how you doing, man? Can you hear me? Sounds good. Let's switch that out. Now you're live here, brother. Uh-oh. Let's do this right here. Let's make it a little bit better than intermission. All right, Mr. Karmea. Tell us about yourself. Nah, we did that last time, right? Yeah, nah, again, but yeah, like today we're excited to get this call in with you. You had a long day, long days coming up into Worlds. Almost, what is that? Like 2 weeks from now? Almost 2 weeks. You excited, bro? You almost you kind of heart racing a little bit. Maybe not. You're just chilling. Mhm. Okay.
Um, because we got maybe a week, 2 weeks before Worlds. So if we can keep this momentum, keep on getting better day by day, I think we'll be good for Worlds. But till then, it's just we gotta keep practicing how we're gonna play.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
keep momentum.
Yeah, 100%. Always got to keep on practicing. That's what we're here for too, is Clutch Academy, right? The goal is to learn from pros like you, just like you know. I mean, you yourself, you're learning from how y'all play in the scrims and whatnot. And a lot of people forget that. I know the Reddit, the community, that some of them showing up today, and then of course in the future when they watch this over again. A big thing that people are getting into is VODs now, because they're realizing the importance of those things. And like you were saying, I think you said today we're gonna go over the Shopify Rebellion, maybe a game that you went against them, if I'm not mistaken, and some other things, whatever you prefer. So we could look at your mechanical prowess, learn why you're doing what you're doing, and maybe you might even see something and you're like, wow, I should have did that instead, and you're gonna put that out there. That would be good for you and us, and then we could all benefit from that. So
I'm
hopefully.
sure there's gonna be a lot of moments where I'm like, damn, I fucked up.
But see, that's
But
a thing. We wouldn't think so, right? I mean, us here, peons. Nah, I'm just kidding. Us normal guys, we think that y'all don't make mistakes. But of course, on the main stage and all those things, it's a huge thing that y'all look at to learn from y'all's own mistakes, and we're glad to see that you have the confidence to work on that. So I'll go ahead and give you the go ahead to go wherever you need to go right now and set that up. and
So
then we'll go for it.
for me sharing my screen, is it application or screen? It's
You
application,
could
right?
do
'Cause-
either or works. Either or
all right,
works. Yeah.
yeah, application.
Let me make this bigger for
Should be
y'all
able
real
to see
quick.
this.
I'll do gaming screen and I'll do right screen here. This will make it a lot better.
Right.
Left screen. We'll do this.
I don't want to look at games where I go like super positive or super negative because then there's not really much to look over. But usually when I go over film, like this is probably going to be a really good game to go over, a really close game.
Gotcha. Let's do it.
When like not like a tip, but like a little hint when you're doing going over film, especially like over your own gameplay, you don't want to look over gameplay where you're like super positive, but you also don't want to go look over gameplay where you're like super negative. It's
Okay.
really like you kind of want to find that sweet spot in the middle where it's like the games that you find in the middle are usually going to be the most productive because it's like there's going to be a lot of times where you play a situation right, there's going to be a lot of times where you play a situation wrong, a lot of times a lot of missed opportunities, places where you can be stronger. But in this game, I didn't have a good game, didn't have a terrible game, so this game should probably be a decent one.
Right. Nice. Love to hear that. Do that. That's a big tip that a lot of people won't realize. They'll be like, "Hey, let me watch that great game I did." You know, like,
No, and
bro.
it's like it's okay too. Like you want to give yourself some gas. Like
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
it's completely fine. So first 10 seconds doesn't really matter. It matters, but it depends. So I guess the entire mindset based off my starting is I just want to play as strong as possible. Like I have Stalker and Slayer on streets. I I feel like the Stalker is literally the best weapon in the game. Like it can open up so many lanes. It puts down literally so much damage on the map. Like you do not want to die with Stalker. Um, but they get rockets at the start, so the game's already looking a little wanky at the start.
All right. Makes sense.
So after I see Nick die, my entire thought process here is all right. Tusk is near me. I want to play as tight as possible to Tusk. Look at the same thing that Tusk is looking at. So it's like Tusk is looking mid. I'm looking mid with him. I'm hiding in the back just in case if somebody tries to pushing out through like top C or something. Unfortunate at a Tusk there to die there, but since Tusk dies, I try moving out of C. I try rotating out to Nick to just play tight with my teammate. I don't want to be left alone, especially with me with Stalker. I'm probably gonna get pushed. Probably gonna get pushed eventually, as you see. I'm pretty sure that's probably like Cycle or something with a shotgun. It is.
That makes
You
sense.
you
Yeah.
you you always see this guy with a shotgun. He wave or something.
That's great. Yeah, even knowing your players, that's funny.
It's like I put a shot on this guy. Back up. I'm trying to help Nick. Play tight. We get that kill. Now it's either like we either like try to go back. I think because like we're three guys. We're three guys B. Like if, or not even. We're four guys B. Like we can try to bully out C if we want to, or we can kind of just like play out for space. Like try to play for a little bit more positionings, or just stay and fight. Which looks like we kind of just stay and fight here. And this is just like hella unfortunate out of me. Like this doesn't look like a bad play, but this is like in my head, I fuck it through. Like the way I die here, it's like so subtle, it's so small. But I think like this is kind of big out of me. Like I said before, like we play tight here, Nick gets that kill. Then after I take those two shots, like I shouldn't be ego challenging the way I am. I'm taking so much damage and like I guess not a 1v1 because I know that Nick is challenging too. But this is what makes this play fucking terrible out of me. I'm ego challenging my ass off. I'm literally jumping forward when I can easily just back down here and kind of just like stay tight, stay put. Like my teammates are already out in the open. There's no reason for me to be one shot and out with them in the open.
What would you say, like you're saying, not to jump off, that's the reason why you threw in your head, but what would have been the play? Like, where would you have been stationed instead? Because some people would be like, oh man, I might get shot from C, or I might
From
get shot from
from
PD.
driveway or
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah. Like, what would you have said? Okay, if I did this, that would have been ideal. I'm one shot. Do I just
I,
stay?
I
Like,
think I
go ahead.
think truly like for me ideally is like either stay hiding in this corner. If I die from somebody pushing me, I die from someone pushing me. It's like not that big of a deal because somebody had to push me out to kill me.
Right.
And if like they did have to push me out, then it's like I'm pretty sure there's still like a teammate B. Unless like, all right, no, we all run out of. But like if I had to get pushed out to die, I think it's okay.
Got
But
you.
me willingly dying, me like going out of my way, jumping into the enemy line, and dying is bad. Like this isn't like completely like throwing, but like in my head, because I really want to get this down pack. I really want to get better at it. Like I'm thinking it's the end of the world. Like I can't make that play. I was just like off my spawn. We're already down on numbers, so now I'm just standing still, looking out. 2 shots back up, just waiting. I'm sure, yeah. I'm just putting in a little bit of damage and then I kind of leave it. I feel like there's not really much to do here. Instead, we're like still fighting this battle, so I kind of try to help Nick here. It's kind of just. I think maybe I took too much damage across the map in order for this like next fight. Like I get a lot of damage here, but it's like the only person in that situation specifically that matters is probably Tire Guy, because we're not killing that B guy or the guy who's on shoddy anytime soon.
Right, and I think that comes to a good point for a lot of people that are like lower Onyx players and even high Diamond players and below that, really anybody. A lot of people like shooting across the map, and really setup wise, maybe it makes sense, but you aren't in a setup, you aren't ready for that. You aren't playing for like long range damage, and you're not gonna ever play for that guy. So a lot
Yeah,
of
like
people like, yeah, go ahead.
we can't we can't play out towards shoddy during this moment. Like we're still fighting a guy C. I'm pretty sure Tusk does here.
Right, and then people,
Maybe Tusk wins it. Yeah, Tusk dies here. Like that guy who's on shoddy, he's free to do whatever the hell he
yeah,
wants. Like I can't do anything. So that
yeah,
entire time, like I shot Tire Guy. The moment I got my damage down on the Tire Guy, and like the moment he even thinks about looking at me, I should back up and stay alive for this next battle. And because I don't do that, I get caught lacking. And
right,
I'm
right,
weak, Cycle's weak, so it's like it's kind of just up for the grabs.
right, right. That
So
makes sense.
Cycle wins it, and he gets to just run away, and now King Nick is kind of flanked because of it.
Yeah, damn, kind of domino effect right there.
Yeah, in a sense. I think feel like yeah, this is good out of us. Like I like how we play this usually when we're all bunched up like this. Like we're gonna get either like there's usually the play that pro teams make is they'll play out mid and P Street or mid and B. Usually mid is always like in play. Off my spawn, like we're all bunched up. Usually the play is like when you're bunched up, you want to play for a pick, but you don't want to force your pick. Like you don't want to like just run out and try to get a kill. It's really just you want to play it as tight as possible. Like me and Gilk sit in cafe. Like we just take the same angle here. Like Gilky already gets weak, but I'm sure he probably put down a good amount of damage. And because he's weak, these guys think that it's okay to push. But now we're ready to fight this. Like we're a firing squad.
Oh, I like
Like
that.
we're 3 guys that already focus on P Street because Gilk took a lot of damage, but luckily, like because he took a lot of damage, it gave them like they think that they could push it out now because they have we're up on damage, but now there's 3 guys that you're trying to fight in 3v2. Whether Gilk is one shot or not, he's still gonna be useful because those guys are gonna be worrying about I could clean up Gilk, but Gilk doesn't even ego chow if he doesn't even jiggle peek. They're looking at Gilk the entire time, and we just get out for free. Like we get to kill them for free.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Now, like I'm pretty sure Nick takes like a 2v1, or he probably like I don't really know what Nick does in this situation. Let me try to go back for it. Okay.
And that guy
So
just
honestly, this is just a really fucking good play by Cycle. I'm sure he sat here for like fucking 5 minutes or some shit.
I was like, is he dead? In my head, I
No,
was like,
there's
what
no way
the
he's
hell?
like,
Dad, that's crazy.
yeah, he just sits here for like he's probably looking at his scoreboard like this is just a great play from Preston. Like he's sitting here his entire life. He's just looking at scoreboard. He's just waiting. He doesn't have to do anything. Like he got inside PD. We don't even bother to clear it out. Like he waits until all of us spawn. His play here, he needs to wait for his teammates to come towards him to start shooting a little bit. Then he comes out of fucking nowhere. Then and he just gets to clean up the kills.
That's amazing.
Like Tim dies. Like but it doesn't really matter because he gets a kill. He gets a flank on us. If we just go forward and probably clean out Billy, then we make it all right. If I don't know if maybe if Ryan and Billy didn't push it the way they did, if they would have played it in the words of Ryan like stronger, right? Then maybe they could have won it. Maybe this could have went a lot better for them. But he gets me one shot and I'm like, oh shit. Like trying to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, just slight timing differences just changed that entire play for both of y'all.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like it seems very small, but a lot of players would think it's very like it's very small. But like I feel like it's the small things that add up to the bigger picture. Like those small plays, like if they would have timed their team fight correctly, we probably would have been 4 dead. And if we would have kept moving the way we did, if we would have kept moving forward, like as a team, just three manning that out, then we probably would have got C control and we probably would have made this a lot better.
Oh, nice, nice.
So luckily, like this isn't terrible for us. Like we play pretty good. Tuska's the way Rock is great for us now. Tuska's Rocket says like, okay, he has that lane. Like we don't even need to help him. I think he dies. So now they have Rocket. So now the game's just awkward. It's not really like I guess during this moment you kind of just want to play for a kill. We want to play tight. Like I'm focusing on something that my teammates are focusing on. I die. I guess I could have played that better, but I don't. Truth be told, I don't really know how. I could tell you I could play that better. I think maybe I'd try to find a tighter angle. I don't play right here, but small thing, I guess. Just quick disclaimer though, I am no way like I am not that good, okay? Like I think I'm a really decent player. I think I'm good enough at certain aspects, but like I still have a shit ton to do to learn, right? Like I have a lot of things to learn, but I'm just kind of just giving you my insight on like things I've picked up during my duration of competing. Like this is like some things I've picked up during my time of competing. So I'm just letting you guys pick my brain on this.
Yeah, for sure,
But
man. That was an ugly spawn.
eh,
Nah, man, you're amazing, dude. I know what you
yeah.
mean by learning, though. You're like, nah, man, but we're like, nah, bro. So, keep up the good work, bro.
It's just I don't even know. I want to focus on this one. Like, okay, so I see Stalker and I want to play Ferrari T guy ATM. Honestly, I guess this is like I want to say unfortunate, but I guess maybe I don't play for Stalker here. Maybe maybe I try playing out B side with my teammates instead of not focusing on the weapon. But
Yeah, that weapon can be big, though, right?
yeah, like we're down. Like I'm over here thinking like, oh, I got Stalker. Like I could get my team some free easy damage, free picks on the map. Like unfortunately, I just get fucked.
Yeah, they're anticipating you in there. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then off my spawn, I'm like, okay. The moment I'm throwing this nade, this guy fucking runs up. My nade just walks right past him, so I get no damage off. I guess like just two unfortunate back-to-back deaths. I'm sure there's more that I could, better ways I could play it, but I don't know what to say on like, I don't know how to tell you I could play that better. So I guess during this moment, my entire like mindset is just like we're already down a number. You just want to play as tight as possible. Like we kill one, maybe we could play out a side together. But when I'm in B, I feel like I can just like I'm just playing for damage in this at this moment in the game. Like I'm inside B, I get a little bit of damage. Jake will peek him twice. Stop looking at him. Look at a different angle. Just keep shooting. Um, this is another thorough play. Like I'm chasing. I'm just literally chasing kills. I'm pretty sure Billy's one shot. This is just a great play out of Billy. Billy's really knows how to milk his life. He's sitting here this entire time. I get baited out from that. They get stalker and whatever. Like it's just me chasing kills.
Yeah, what was that
Like
spot?
this battle's already lost
He was
from
in it.
Billy.
Yeah, man, that was
He
nice.
was he was on
Yeah.
he was on. Yeah, this was a really good play from him. He was pumped. He's like one shot. He puts his head down, so it doesn't.
Damn, look at that. Oh my god.
Yep.
That's an angle, guys. There you go. How to stay
Yep.
alive, bottom bottom palms. That's crazy. Holy hell. Good stuff. Good stuff from
Yeah, this is
Mr.
just
Billy.
really good from him.
Nice.
And like he's one shot, and I'm like in my head, I'm like, there's no way this fucker's living like this. Like shoot it. It's like I'm like, I know, oh my god, he fucking lives.
Oh, dude.
I was pissed. I was actually like checked. It's like
Oh
what the
man, nice.
fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I like wait. I like take a second. During this moment, I'm like communicating to my teammates. I'm like, is anybody with me or something so we could like play out a lane together. So it's like the moment I take this damage, like I kind of play this a little bit too wide. I want to say, because like the call out during the game was there's one guy cafe. So I feel like I could play this kind of a little bit wider, but like this is in my head, I'm playing this like pretty tight. Like I'm hugging the wall the entire time, focusing on this one pillar guy. But
When you
the
say
two of us,
wider, what do you mean? I could kind of guess what it means, but what do you mean by
so
wider?
wider in the sense of like a lot of people when they clear out back A, um, if I can go
You could
to
press Y.
some,
I think for me it's Y, and then it'll unattach
yeah,
you.
I'm clicking on Y.
Or B maybe. B. Yes, bro.
Okay, well, for now, I think I know the free. All right. What I mean wider, I mean in the sense like a lot of people when they clear out back A, they like going wider. They take this wide angle.
Makes sense.
They don't. So in my head, like this is you playing it wide. Like you're out. You're like out here. This like I could play there's tight, and then you could play like really tight, where you go like top A, and like you only hold like you see the angle that you cut off like.
Yeah, really small. Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you have this like little angle here. Like maybe you could get a shot from top C, but if you're getting pushed, it's rarely going to be a guy like top C. And then like same thing with like if you play wide, you see like you have all this like space that they could like shoot you from. Like if you're getting pushed, they're probably pushing from mid. If they're pushing from mid, they're probably going to go you're like agent or something, right? So next thing you know, this is a fucking 3v2. Instead, like I'm in my head, I'm playing a little bit tighter. I'm like walking up here. I'm hugging this wall the entire time. This is like kind of the angle that I'm taking because I'm focusing on the first pillar, but I'm also conscious that there might be a guy willing like helping him.
Oh, that makes sense. I got you. That's a big differentiation there. I like that.
So it's like, so we get this guy, and it's like, okay, like what else is there to do? Like Tuss dies. This guy kind of backs down from me, kind of leaves me. So like I'm just like trying to focus on what Nick's focusing on. I'm trying to play tight. And then we're already Nick gets that kill, so it's like whatever now. Right here, I feel like we're 4 alive. We just got done. I think it was 4 dead. Like our main objective here is just to figure out where they spawn, control where they spawn, put down damage, and like slowly collapse on it. Right. I think we do it pretty well. I want to think we do it pretty well. What happened here? Yes. So this entire time,
Damn.
like next cleaning up kills, he's playing really good. Like he's just focusing on, he's just listening to callouts. He sees that his teammate spawns out P. I'm pretty sure. Like if this is me, I see my teammate spawn out P. My mindset of this is they're probably gonna spawn red because my teammate is going to ape at C, and he's either going to get the timing to block that spawn and make them spawn B or red room, or he probably doesn't get that timing and then he's gonna have to fight. And if they're both doing it, then I'm pretty confident in them winning this fight. Which it looks like just Gilk does it. He probably gets timing. And they spawn B. They spawn B like
Nice.
near red room. And draw away. So
And
like,
he's playing that because he spawned P, which is just a terrible position in general. Not in general, but to most people it is. And then because 2 or 3 people were down on their team, right? Is
I
that
think
why?
I think. Wait. So repeat your question.
Yeah. So he ran into PD. I mean, sorry, into C, right? From pink off his spawn. But why did he run into C as opposed to maybe running back to y'all? I know
Okay.
this. Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
off your spawn here. Yeah. So we're winning this entire engagement, right? That's 1, 2. We killed 3. Nick like cleans up the like other 2 guys. So when he spawns out, who is it that got C first? I'm just in the situation. Freaking theater is so ass.
Yeah, it's so bad. Yeah, it's all good. Just to give you I guess gas up. Everybody does that at least like 3 times every time. It doesn't matter who it
What
is.
the
Yeah, the like
theater?
press back. Yeah, like 10 times.
And it doesn't go back.
Yeah, it
So,
doesn't go back, so it's not
all right.
you, man.
So go low key right here. Go gets like a god spawn, right? Like
Huh.
we killed 3 guys. They're coming off spawn. Like Gilk kind of was like one of the first people in our situation in our team fight to die. So he like kind of has timing on this. So like he realizes that he has timing on this, and he gets to go into C for free. So like his entire goal here, because he gets into C, we're controlling the spawns now. Like we like because he gets into C and blocks C on time, he knows where they're gonna spawn. Because we're already blocking Cafe, we're already blocking A, and we're already like in that lane to like block PD. So there's only 2 places on the map where they could spawn now, either red room or B. So he's
I
not
see.
like completely sure that he blocks his spawn, so he's just like kind of clearing it out just to stay safe. But we get this block, like we block C, and now he's like some guy jumps out. It's kind of hopefully a free kill. Dead. Nobody plays for C control, and that's like the reason behind like why you push C. I don't know how this. I don't know what happens on Nick's screen though for it. Like it's like all right. So he has a shotgun, so he's like he just wants to play a corner, I guess. It's unfortunate.
Oh my god, that's fucking so unfortunate.
Yeah, if he gets out with the trade there, then this is
Damn,
like
that
this is
nade.
like whatever. Yeah, animated. Yeah, there's nothing he could really do there. It's,
Damn.
he I don't know. I think I heard him say something about a blank melee. Maybe his melee just didn't even come out, so there's nothing that you could follow him for.
Right.
Is it rockets that are coming up? I think I heard something about rockets, and I literally don't know where the fuck it. Was it rockets or am I faded? Yeah, start rockets up. Ah,
Oh man, that's
cat.
unfortunate.
I remember. I remember this. I was like, "Where's rockets?" I think Goki gets rockets, and I'm literally out here looking like a fucking idiot. I'm literally AI scanning. I'm doing 360s. I'm like, "Where the fuck is rockets?"
So how do the people do that? So I think that's a little cool trick that I think
The
yeah,
combat evolved the
yeah,
nade.
yeah, yeah. Where do they
So
throw it from and where does it end up kind of thing?
uh I know the most common one is tires. Like
Uh-huh.
there's a little lineup. If you sit in this corner right here, and how do I zoom in?
I think you like toggle the right thumbstick. I don't know. That's what it works for me.
Yeah, zoom is all right. Well, if you like line up from tires on like one of these, I forgot what window it was. It's been a while since I did it, but I'm pretty sure it's like this line. It bounces off and it hits right here,
Gotcha,
and
gotcha.
rockets will get fucking
Inside there,
combat
one
ape
more
off to
time.
you.
Can kind
Yeah,
of guesstimate it again. Where was it at? So you're kind of on that corner right there on the
yeah.
perch.
You're in this corner right here, and there's like a line. If you like hit it like maybe in in the middle of that line, like bounces down to here, and then there's another one where it's like
Oh shit.
when you're over here. I know I've seen like Lucid do this a couple times, even in, like tournament play. He's like over here and he like bouncing nades like over here, and it drops down.
Oh
So
my god.
it's like there's a lot of cheeky spots for it, and like if you practice it enough, like it's a deadly weapon to have
Oh yeah,
in
I
your
bet.
arsenal.
For real.
Like, it's like rockets are coming up, and it's like don't worry about it. You just
They said,
fucking
don't
throw
worry,
it
I
with
got a
the
plasma. And if they
yeah
try to run for it, they might die. And we might just get them for free. That's crazy, dude.
yeah something that I should learn. I should start running into custom games thinking about it.
Yeah, as we know, one rocket could change the entire game.
Oh yeah.
It's great, especially right now. 30-31.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure we're setting up a collapse on PD here. Go gets that trade, and I should looking back for it. Yeah. Me and Nick just like kind of take the same angle here. And then what we fucked up here, or I guess what I fucked up, I guess maybe, is I didn't like follow up with Nick. I
Okay.
guess because I know that they're gonna come back, but I want to say like I should just kept following or running with Nick. Like this entire situation, it's either I keep following Nick or like maybe I take a different angle. Like maybe I say plants, right? Because like
Right, right.
I know some people would argue like this is like a really tight situation. Like like there's little to no angles to like really cut off from. Like if you're pushing inside PD, like this is all you have.
Right, right,
Like
right.
you're in a room.
A
So like what's
box,
the point in
yeah.
like yeah? So what's the point in like following in? So this is like something that maybe I don't really know the answer to. It's like if I go instead of following up on Nick, I know that they're like not I know that they're trapped. So if I go plants, because like we also have a guy top A, so we could just like either fire squad this or I could push PD with Nick. Because I don't know if I don't push PD with Nick and if they play the situation different and they're just sitting in PD and then waiting for us to push, then if Nick walks in, he's getting fucking lasered.
Right, right, right. And I could
So
see
I don't
that.
yeah, so like I don't want that to happen. In my head it's like, oh, if I just hit plants, I'm probably gonna it's gonna feel like I'm baiting my teammates, which sometimes you gotta bait your teammates for this.
Right, right, right. But that I don't know everything, but that looks like a good play for that reason. If there's two people,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, there's like two, three guys in PD and they're like kind of playing out. So it's like I don't know specifically if they are playing out or if they're playing really tight and they just want to hide in corners and let us come to them because like
Right.
they're in a fucked up situation. Instead, like this is like awful from me and Nick. Like I am playing this door, he's playing this door. Like if we're in this situation together, we need to leave it together or die together. Like I should not be taking this
Oh, I see.
because I take this. It doesn't matter. Like if I win it, it's like whatever. Like oh that's good. But if I lose it, it's
Welcome
kind of
to
altering because I lose
Clutch's
it. They
stream.
like look how tight they play. Now they're both playing it together. They're doing what we should have done. What I should have did with Nick.
Oh, I
Now I
see.
die.
Double walkthrough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now I die. Luckily, like they don't really play the best. But like if they play that good, like they probably trade out in the situation that we were supposed to three dead them.
Right, right, right. Damn. Wow. Could you like replay that again? Just kind of like that's a big note for a lot of people actually. Cool stuff. And right
So
there,
like,
we are trying to spawn them in PD. Is that what you are
yeah,
doing? Okay,
right
okay.
here, like we're spawning them in PD. Like
Okay.
we're pretty sure we're gonna spawn them in PD for the simple fact that we're already like I'm pretty sure Tusk spawns like cafe or something. No, never mind. Tusk spawns like P Street, so he gets to like see this cafe lane.
Mm-hmm. See that. Then they get the guy bottom C, I think. Yeah, y'all do.
Cause I got bottom C.
Huge.
I guess. I don't know. Is someone dead? No.
Looks like you're all up.
This is. If we wanted it to be set up quicker, this is my fault. How like I'm literally just bottom bit kind of dicking around, just fucking G sliding. If I just knew what to do immediately, which I needed to go B stairs or like B side to block this spawn, but if I would have done it quicker, Goki wouldn't have had to
Oh,
go like P Street
I
or
got you.
fucking driveway because he goes driveway now he's gonna take this piv.
Oh shit. I didn't even realize that. The fuck?
Yeah, because like I guess a lack of communication in a sense, and maybe even a lack of awareness for my part, because that's something that I do lack, something that I need to work on.
Yeah, so how would
Um,
you shut that down then? I didn't even know. I didn't even notice Cookie's fighting this guy in the background.
this kind of just comes down to like communication. Like I know that my like eventual play here is I'm gonna go B. Like
Right.
this entire time, like I know I'm gonna go in B or somewhere around B. I'm just like looking around, like I'm literally just doing nothing. Like this is me being unaware. Like we already killed three guys, and I'm
Okay.
just bottom mid doing nothing. Like this is bad for me.
Right. And you should have been B stairs. Is that
I
what
don't
you're
know.
saying?
Yeah, yeah. I should have already went B. I don't know if Gilkey wants this guy to spawn here. It looks like he does.
And he like sets him up. Damn, this guy.
Okay, so I guess it's not terrible because Gilkey wants this.
Look at that guy.
Yeah, Gilkey wants this. So I guess it works.
And the other three are
Just
probably up by now. Yeah.
yeah. Now the other three are up. So like
That's
I guess
funny, dude.
yeah. Let's kind of all of that what I just said because I guess he wanted it. Situation here. I could either sat plants and how down this angle because I know the Tusk is. Maybe they tried piving Tusk. I don't know if Tusk does here. Like in a sense, like we all could have played this better. Like this entire situation, we all could have played it better. Like I think like Tusk could have maybe played this better too. Like he just like sits here, he waits, right? Like he sees both of us going in, 2 shots, 3 shots. Okay, it's whatever. Like
Yeah.
he tries to get away from it, but I feel like he just takes a little bit too much damage here. Like to get away from it.
Not that I know anything, but just like watching out with jumping, maybe could have helped. I don't know.
Yeah, like
Not that one. Maybe the second, that last one, right
like
here.
I don't mind all this. Like it's kind of whatever. Like he gets this guy 1 shot, and like he sees like he's so focused on getting this kill or getting this damage. Like
Mm.
it's already too late. Like there's already 3 guys. Now he's jumping backwards. And it's like if this is me, what I'm doing here is like I'm jumping up, right? I'm still jumping shit like that. ADHD. So I'm just looking. I'm waiting for my teammates. My teammates get in. I put damage on this guy. Then like I can see this guy from my peripheral view, and I'm already like strong. So what I'm doing, I'm just backing up here, like immediately backing up. If anything, I'm backing up towards like back A side, which he's trying to do. Because if I back
Yeah.
up towards back A side, like King Nick is going back A side. So if there's anybody
Right.
who tries to chase
Oh,
for a kill,
nice.
like he gets to play that out too, or maybe he gets a melee and trades, like it's whatever. But now it's very like nitpicky. So it's like don't focus on it too
Yeah, yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah. No,
He didn't want to die. It's
of
not like
course
he was
not.
trying
Yeah.
to die. So I'm not gonna like blame him for anything. But this is like where it was really bad. Like me and Nick are just playing out 2 different angles.
Yeah. Just play out with your
And
teammate.
Nick was the initiator, so it's my job to follow up on him.
That makes sense.
Luckily, Nick's just fucking cracked. He just gets 3.
Oh, nice. And bro's
No,
moving
if I
like a
had a
demon,
sickie,
bro.
if
Oh
I had
my
a
god.
sickie,
You're moving like a
if
demon right there, bro.
I was trying to like switch over to my sickie. If I had a sickie here, I'm getting out with a double. Like 2 shots. I'm just chasing this guy. I seen that I grab a sticky, bro. I seen that I grab a sticky, and like my grenade literally hits him. If I had a sticky, like I'm getting out there with a double kill.
Does it show you change it real quick? I don't know if it shows on the bottom.
It doesn't show that I change it. Maybe I
It sounded like it did. Hold up. Uh, I don't know.
maybe I do. Okay. So during this situation, I don't even have a sticky. Why do I keep?
Okay, you grab it. Look, 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 on the bottom right. Look,
I
you change
did.
it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Oh, did you
I
throw? I
did.
don't
I
know. I
did.
guess it was
I threw it. I
before.
threw it too early, and then I changed it.
Damn,
Fuck,
bro.
because it hits
That's
him too.
yeah, dude. That's great.
It's whatever. Like it's not
That's cool though.
something. It's not
That's
something to
fucking
focus on,
crazy.
but it's like,
But yeah, yeah, that's a little cool thing there. That's cool.
yeah. How do we end up losing this? Like,
Oh my god.
you see, like a little bit of a, I guess not a problem, but like you see how we could play a situation stronger though, right? Like he
100%.
takes this damage. Goku knows like he doesn't want to die from this guy. So the entire time, like he just got done getting one shot and he like tries throwing a nade right here. I think he could just like this is very nitpicky, so it's like you don't want to like focus on it too much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's like he throws his nade instead after getting that like he hears this like behind him. He hears like this fight behind him. This isn't his fight. Not yet, at least. Like he's the last guy entering this fight. He's one shot,
Yeah.
but instead he takes like the front line. When instead when if he wanted to really live here, like a lot of people feel like oh they're baiting their teammates if they do this, but like if he really wants to live here, he just sits here. He sits here and he waits. Look where that nade goes.
Yeah. And he has his shields probably by then.
And by then he has his shields and then he could enter back in the fight.
Oh, nice.
And then like I see that my teammates die here and I'm like running backwards. And I see that my teammates with me and I'm like, okay, we could fight this round. Like we can maybe fight this. It's either fight this or we just commit together. Like even if it's a wrong play, as long as we do it together, like it should be decent. I don't know what we're doing here. Oh, this was terrible. What the fuck? Are we both? Yeah, this is just terrible from us. So why this is like such a bad play is like me and Gilkey run backwards here, and Tusk stays to fight. I'll wait until it gets on it. Like we're kind of digging around. Like, we're doing whatever. We don't see that Nick spawns here, so it's like whatever. Then Nick spawns here. I guess if Nick calls out that he spawns here, which he probably did, we run back to Tusk. Like we want to have space on the map. We want to be Peachtree together. Like if we're Peachtree together, we won't get flanked because we have Nick already in C. Instead, what
Huh.
we fucked up doing here is we back up into C. Now we're 3 guys in C. And we only have 1 guy Peachtree.
Damn. And he's alone. Man. Fuck.
And he's alone. So we fucked up in the sense of we didn't control our space and we like fuck, what's the word? We don't have a space on the map. because I'm having a huge brain fart. Like we have zero space on the map now, so now we're all C, and because we're all C, like they have all this space on the map. Like they have all of this to do whatever they
Damn.
want.
Knowing
Like that's
Ryan.
you said what?
I said, and knowing Ryan's there, right? It's like, oh shit.
Ryan's somewhere hiding in the corner. I
Yeah.
don't know. Luckily, Nick makes the situation normal. Like he just I think pissed the fuck out of Preston, and then during the duration, close match. That
Oh man.
it's just like pure chaos now.
Fuck. That's
Now,
so
and they have
heartbreaking.
soccer, and now they're just running in. Like I
Damn.
mean,
So like that, like replaying that last part, what would have been the thing again that you said to do? Cause everybody's like freaking out, not freaking out,
yeah,
but you know
like
what I mean.
during
Everybody's
this
at the
moment,
end. Yeah.
yeah, during this moment, like we're running P streak because Nick doesn't spawn yet, right?
Okay.
But the moment we see Nick, the moment he calls out he's P streak, we should we need to run back to Tusk.
Okay.
We need to run back to Tusk because we don't. We're all in C and we trap ourselves. We trap ourselves in C and we can't play. We have nothing to do on the map. We have to start from square one and try to do something on the map, and we're working with nothing.
Right. That makes sense. And y'all literally all y'all sight lines are the same. There's no like
Yeah.
knowing
All of our sight lines are the same. We have to play. We have to play really tight in a situation where we're
where y'all didn't need
it's
to technically.
yeah, like like we forced ourselves in a situation where we needed to play tight when we could have been the aggressors in this situation.
Got you.
Like
So
if we would
yeah,
have
go ahead.
been with Tusk, because Tusk just realized like now he's by himself. Like
Yeah.
maybe Tusk doesn't even know that we leave. Like all right, so Tusk knows that he leaves.
Oh, look at
I'm
that.
sure in this situation Tusk is like, okay, all my teammates are running back. We're trapping ourselves. I need to get space on the map. I'm the only guy. This is like, it's good, but it's bad in the sense of it's like, well, I think that's
Super
one of the
unfortunate
problems.
as well. The Red Stock.
That's like unfortunate, but it's also like, why are you looking across the map in a 4v4 scenario in a tight game where you have only this lane?
Got you.
Like if he was just holding this lane the entire time, look at that piv.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah.
Like if he doesn't look across the map because we're not getting that kill ever. Like
Right.
I
Right. Right.
guess he
Right.
just wants to play for information, which is fine, but it's more of a jiggle peak right there. It's like that's why I mean like it's really nitpicky. It's really micro, like it's micromanaging, but it's like because he does that, he takes so much damage on the map. Obviously, he's not trying to, but it just happens. It's unfortunate. But
Damn.
he loses this lane, and only to one guy. Like one guy pushed it out this entire lane. Imagine if we all stood, if we all stayed there, and this one guy is still doing that.
Yeah. And did they even know that y'all ran back into C? I don't even know if
No,
any. Yeah.
they probably did.
Okay. Okay.
Was it Ryan? Cycle. When did Cycle get here?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they see that we're running back. And during that moment that we're running back, he's just hiding. I guess he plays for the call. Like, hey, one guy's weak on shoddy, plays out. But it's just unfortunate. Like if we would have stood here and we would have just fire squad, like if there's three guys here, like all three of us play out this lane and we're just firing squad. We're like, look at this lane that we just hold. And Nick gets the top C, so we have like our ATM already cleared out, and we just like play really tight, like looking at the singular lane.
Right. 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 And then he's top
Like
C. Yeah. It's crazy.
yeah, like there's a lot of things that could go different. A lot of situations that could be played differently. Um, there's not one singular way to play a situation, and it's gonna go right all the time. Like maybe because of that, right? Because Cycle doesn't see two guys running back, he doesn't push P Street.
Right.
Like now they rotate somewhere else. But like that's just like what I think during the moment.
Gotcha. 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 Dude, that's awesome. That's a lot of stuff. So if you were to surmise or summarize like the main points from that, I mean, I wrote a couple down, but what would you say first, and maybe I could kind of say a few more, like just from that game. Of course, you're playing 4v4, it's a little different, but even you can take a lot of those things into matchmaking and how you play, what would you say is maybe like the top three things that you kind of got from that that you can give to the people here?
Actually, I just made my accent. Top three for me, what I would think is play tight, play for space, and don't trap yourself. Like, I think I can't think of the fucking word. It's like, is it contract? Like when you
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When things kind of
contract.
come
Yeah,
together, you
yeah,
contract the
yeah.
team. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
yeah. Like it's like you don't want to like contract your space. Like you don't want to you don't want to trap yourself. Like we're three live and we're playing scared, and it happens very often. So it's like it's just something that we need to focus on and need to fix because like a lot of people, especially in a close game like that, they crumble. They crumble under pressure. So it's like during that moment you just need to take a deep breath, like look at your backboard real quick and like, oh wait, it's a 4v4. We have the space on the map. Like just hold our hands and we'll be fine. Like so it's really just playing out for space and knowing when to like really play tight. You don't want to play tight. Like I really like focus on like, oh, you want to play tight, play strong, right? But you don't want to do it all the time. Like sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. Sometimes you like really just gotta rock out your cock out, just run, and
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you just gotta run. But it's not like most of the time you kind of want to play like tight contained because it's usually like during a duration of the game it's like a 4v4 3v4, maybe you're down on numbers. Like when you're down on numbers and you're like, okay, where's my teammate? Like we gotta find something out together, we need to play this lane together. And it's like it's a lot of like factors into it that you gotta think about, like outside of just like gun skill, I guess, and like micromanaging.
For sure. No, 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 that makes sense. I think a big thing that we saw there, even just with like the mechanical aspect on top of what you just said, was like when you said clearing out different areas. Like y'all didn't clear out PD that one time. Cycles hiding bottom, and PD just
Yeah.
chilling in there. I
And
mean,
like we all spawn cafe, right? We all spawn cafe and it's like if you spawn cafe, they're either plants or PD, like most of the time.
right,
Unless
right.
like if you see your teammate C during that situation, like we seen our teammate already C, they're either PD or plants. Like we should know that already.
Got it.
And I guess we just overlooked that. And because we overlooked that, we paid the consequences
Yeah,
for it.
because they're not directly shooting at you right away, and maybe you're like, oh, there's
Yeah,
nobody there. Yeah,
Psycho just played that situation like really fucking good.
that makes sense. So yeah, okay, okay, that makes sense. So like, okay, so cafe, that was a good one to look at. Y'all clearing out PD that one time together. Playing through the same door was a good one to kind of realize in that situation would have been the better play technically. Of course,
Yeah,
it could play out anyway. Obviously, it's Halo, right? But for the most part, it's a higher percentage play running with your teammate, especially in a tight enclosed space like that, because then they can run through the same door together, like Ryan did
yeah,
with his boy at the time. Um, what else? Kind of keeping with four up, y'all were keeping at the very end of the game, keeping that lane for yourselves instead of contracting yourselves, like you said. There's four of y'all up. It's not like y'all can't win a gunfight together, you know, and just kind of playing off of your teammate's spawns. So like him spawning in C, you're the reason why you're saying that he's in C for free, like, and y'all need to play off a Tusk, because y'all have that C now and y'all have that whole lane free. I mean, a lot of people would do what you're saying when they're nervous. Like they would run into C because oh, we need to play close to our team, right? But that's something that y'all that a lot of people got to learn is like at the end of the day, at the end of the game. I mean, if you have a four-man squad up, y'all got to play together and play smart, get as much coverage as you can. I mean, those things a lot of people. Oh yeah, and then coming up with like remembering it is like you jumping off the B rail. You know, not like clowning on you
yeah.
in any way, but low like those small mechanical things coming around A, that
It's
wide
not
angle,
even
yeah.
it's not even really clowning on me. If anything, like for plays like that, I should get clowned on. I should get made fun of. Like nobody made that play for me but me. And it's always important to take accountability for the plays that you make. And like if you make a shitty play, you made a shitty play. So it's like even like something as small as me just jumping off B row, that's not something small. Like if I do that in a tournament because I jumped off B real and I got barely to little no damage on the map, now we're fucking four dead by optic. Like it's like small things make the small things build up to the bigger picture. Is like what I believe.
Yeah, I don't know, 100%. Those little plays make a huge impact, and like you staying alive in a couple of times can make the difference between one or two plays that cause one or three kills that cause the win versus the loss, and
Yeah.
especially in y'all's level of play. So I think seeing those things and then people being able to rewatch it is going to be super huge for not just us, but even you seeing your own stuff. I mean, like you said, learning from your mistakes is the biggest part of, I guess, Halo, especially at your level, because you can't just assume that you're the best right away all the time. Like you said, you're always learning, and we love that, man. That's what we're here for, to learn together and to push together. And yeah, man, thank you so much for coming in. Let me go ahead and pop my face back on here so they can see me and know I'm alive still. But thanks, man. We enjoyed having you. Have a good scrim. You're having a scrim coming up. Is that correct?
Yeah, we play against FaZe.
Oh man, that's gonna be fun. Oh man.
Oh yeah, it
Um,
is.
and if anybody has questions, we got like 2-3 minutes real quick for questions. But remember, guys, please take advantage of the fact that he has Metafy. I pinned it in the top section, I believe. I'll repin it again. It's at the top. So again, that's for his sessions. He has different types of sessions. You want to kind of go over that real quick? Which ones you got? You got like mechanics sessions, things of that
Yeah,
nature.
so with my Metafy sessions, I have 6 different ones. Yeah.
And while he's doing this,
Yeah, I
don't
have
forget to
six.
ask questions. Go ahead. You could name them
Yeah,
out
I
if you want.
have yeah, I have one with which is just VOD, which is kind of what I just did here, but just
Right.
deciphering your gameplay. Then I just have the normal 1v1s. It's $45 because I don't actually want a 1v1, but I know people
Yeah.
have challenged me to 1v1s and stuff. Aim training is really for people who are like platinum and diamond. It's really just getting your settings fixed and really just like octagons and stuff like that. Really trying to teaching you like reticle placement and like positioning on like how you could play certain aspects of the game stronger to you to help your shot. Like instead of running out and being in the open, you could like play behind a box and like jiggle peek it, which like I in my sense in my opinion, I think it's like which I would put in aim training. Then
Right.
live review with live review, it's like I watch your gameplay live, like what when you're playing,
Nice.
and during that live gameplay, like I'll tell you like certain aspects of the game, like what's happening, like oh like oh there's 3 dead, like you can push out like this,
Okay.
or like oh you're 2 dead, like you should play tighter, like where's your teammate, or it's
Okay.
like
Yeah.
or it's like are you looking at backboard, like are you looking at your scoreboard, like are you playing to like if you look at scoreboard most of the game, it will tell you how to play the game. Then but
Right. Right. Right.
movement tech and mechanics is really just what it is. Like me teaching you like movement tech, like teaching you jumps, teaching you like the normal G slide. There's like step jumps in the games and stuff now. So that's that. Then matchmaking is just like playing matchmaking.
Got you. No,
But
that's huge. I think I might have to take advantage of the live session one because that's a I think a lot of people would enjoy that. I'm pretty sure chat would enjoy that. Anybody would enjoy that. Just to kind of get your coaching. It's basically literally coaching as if he was a coach on the main stage. Like, hey man, what are you doing? Like, there's like 3 dead. There's 3 dead. Like now you can play that out, right? Like,
yeah,
hey, look at Rockets coming up 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Because sometimes we're forgetting that, you know. Or like, don't be afraid here. Play strong. You know, those kinds of things are like uh, huge. So I think that's a beneficial one, and I'd like to have that one in the future. So for me, just know that I'll have you on that, and I'll probably have that as either a subsequent session or a session outside of these
Welcome to
sessions. And
Clutch's
thanks for the follow,
stream.
Karmea. Appreciate that. But otherwise, yep. Follow.
I forgot.
Not.
I
Yeah,
was
you're
like
good.
looking at it.
Yeah. Knock it out, guys. Check out his Metafy. Check out everything here. I learned by doing. Live training would be huge for me. Jay Riggs saying that right now. Yeah, take advantage of that, man. We could see how that works with you. He has I think the sessions are an hour. See what see what we could do for you. I mean, today he just broke down a lot of stuff. You can rewind this and check it out. And y'all really make this happen. So with the subscribers, of course, we have a few. We're working our way up. But yeah, y'all keep it going. And y'all keep watching and keep learning from the pros that we bring on. And Karmea, you keep running it. Have a good time in this scrim that y'all got. Any last things you want to bring up before you head out?
Uh, no, not really. I like to, thank you for having me on the show, and thank everybody for watching.
Oh yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah, we get like 300 views after it's posted typically, because again, this time is kind of weird for some people. 4:45, there's typically at work for Central Standard all the way to the West Coast, I think. So we end up getting like 300 views on the post afterward on Twitch. So yeah, man, 100%.
All right, I got you.
All right, bro. Catch you. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Stay safe.
Yes, sir. You too. Well, all right, guys. Riggs, nice to see you that are learning today and also taking advantage of the Metafy sessions if you can in the future. Again, always ask questions whenever we're doing these things, and you can get the answer live as opposed to the day of, right? Of course, if you do a session, that's great. But we hope you take advantage of that. Make sure subscribing, being a sponsor like the ones that we have in the chat here. Champion sponsors: Kenichi, San, Life Elements, Slapshot, a couple of them to name a few. That makes this happen, makes it more viable for us to continue to do this week to week. We try to do this either Friday, Saturday, Sunday, once a week. If we can maintain it to where we're doing 2 times a week, that's going to be what we're doing. But again, the more the merrier of the people watching. Please share. Please subscribe if possible. Donations are cool, like from Clutch World, 21 bits and stuff like that. Things like that make a big difference. The more people that come into this, the more likely and the way easier it is to get people like Karmea, like Elamite, and all the other guys. So think about subscribing. We don't ask too often, but it does help a lot in order to bring this content to you. So either way, nonetheless, thank you, Karmea, again for joining us. We had a really wonderful time. It was a really beneficial session. I learned a lot. I know a couple people learned a lot, and we'll keep this going. So y'all have a wonderful day, and Clutch out.